On February 14, 2023, I was not yet feeling well, but I nevertheless stepped out of the house because I wanted to attend the book launch of my good friend and fellow writer Dennis Gonzaga, which was to be held in the Museum of the University of Nueva Cáceres. I wanted to support his book because he's a good friend and he's a very, very good writer, and he has always been supportive of me and our other writer friends. Apparently, on this day, it is also the university's 75th anniversary, so there's an event on campus and everyone is out and it's noisy. So, let me just put on the original sound here as I walk to the museum so you can have a better idea of the experience.
Yan lang po ba? Ibang department.
For our 75th foundation anniversary, as we may continue to preserve the noble culture of our university as
I saw my Aunt Elizabeth, who is an alumni of this university, and she's taking part in the event, and that's why she's here. I have been to the museum before in this university, but it was a long time ago, and so I forgot where it was. But a couple of female students very kindly walked me to the museum, and because the book launch has not started yet, I took my time filming some of the pieces on display. Even before the actual book launch, I, together with two of my other writer friends, Estelito Jacob and Rizaldi Manrique, purchased our copies so Dennis can sign them right away. And here is Dennis signing my copy, and over there is Anne, the wife of Dennis. This is the book, Ang Santero can Santo Entierro. It's a collection of poems written in the Bicol language. I will provide links in the description box on how you can contact Dennis to purchase the book. Now, during the actual book launch, Dennis talked about his writing process and the environment in which he wrote the book. It was during the pandemic, and I wanted to concentrate on listening, so I didn't really film this part, but I did take some very short clips, which I will be sharing here.
Emancipation, no? In this napigdadara no kay ni magtururugang na niyo, and essentially yan ang nasa istorya yan, no. It was the book essentially is in a sense bako man siyang celebration, but it's a commemoration of people you've lost, no. Kaya ping-commission ko na siya para gibuon si cover naman sa second and third kaya, no. So yan, so it's again, no, yung mga partnerships, no, saro sa mga bagay na nagustuhan ko sa pagkano kay this, because I was able to really expand again partnerships, collaborate with people, get to know artists again, no? Sigon sa mga usipon kang samong angkan, naghali kami sa mga parasubad ning bakawan. Nagtutubod kayaan sa mong mga gurang, na bakawan ang sugpon kan askad asin alang. Ni Maria, ang mga itsura kang kamot dapat eksakto, di ka pwede mag-deviate dyan. Pag nag-deviate ka sa mga iconographic rules na niyo, you risk being blackballed. Pag ginibo mo, dahil bibindisyonan, so dahil ka mababakalan. So may aron ka yan. So, yan, lahat sa kung si Isay ang mahagad nin tawad. Dahil naghaloy, nagadanan agong ni Primo, ka nagbaradilan ang magbalyong lado. Iriwal sa barangaan kan sa indang teritoryo, na sinurukol sa gramo asin sa gatilyo.
We were allowed to ask Dennis questions, so of course we took our turn. Our friend Paz Verdades Santos was also with us. Here is Estelito Jacob discussing something with Dennis, and here is Rizaldi Manrique. After the event, it was raining quite hard, and none of us brought any umbrellas. But Estelito led us through a route of covered walks, so we did not get wet at all. He used to teach here in this university, and I also used to teach here in this university around year 2001 or 2002. And Estelito and I actually met here during the time when we were both working here as members of the faculty.
Mali, rain or shine niya. Kasi may pakinom siya sa mga recording niya. Pero
And I drove Paz home, which was very near, so that her husband Sol won't have to get her. And then afterwards, I went to SM because I needed to buy some more of the 160 GSM Bavania Splendor gel paper that I use for making notebooks and also for making the pages in my planner. And I also wanted to look for a set of Orion's branded plastic rulers. I've been wanting them for a while, but I wasn't able to get out of the house lately for the past several days. This is National Bookstore, and these are all of the rulers they had. I'm looking specifically for the Orion's branded rulers that they used to have. They always come in blue plastic sleeves. They are the rulers that I have used when I was in high school, and we had geometry classes one whole year, and then trigonometry classes for the entire year. On the year after that, it was very, very nerdy, and I did really enjoy drawing all those shapes with exact measurements using the Orion's rulers. And from that moment on, Orion's rulers have always made me feel nice. And I've always had them. I think I even showed them in a few of my previous videos, but I misplaced the ones that I had, so I wanted to buy new ones. However, in this store, they only had the 12-inch ruler. I also need the 6-inch ruler and the small protractor and the big protractor. There are other protractors here, but these are not the Orion's brand. I want it to be specifically Orion's brand. But since the 12-inch ruler was all that's in here, That's what I bought. And then I picked up 3 packs of the 160 GSM paper that I wanted in the 8.5 by 13 inches size, which in our country we call long size, as opposed to the short size, which is 8.5 by 11, which is more universally known as US letter size. And so that's all I was able to buy here. I still need the 6-inch ruler and the two different size protractors, but the 12-inch ruler cost only 49 pesos, so the other three rulers will not really cost much either. Now, there is a small school supply section inside the department store itself of this mall that I could have gone to, but I did not. I did not think of it then. I forgot all about that. Then I went to this bank to pay for my residency without library privileges at my university for this semester that has already begun. I don't have to be at school in person because I'm only enrolling for residency so that I can do my final thesis defense. And I really, really have to do that this semester. I am honestly so sick and so tired of myself for not being able to finish my thesis proper. I know this is my last chance. The bank placed me in the priority lane because I'm a person with disability, so I was able to pay my 40 pesos quickly. Later on, I'll have to send a picture of this to our university registrar so they can validate my enrollment. And then I went home to give myself a breather after having been out for a few hours already, and also to prepare for a scheduled conference call with the marketing team of my novel, which was scheduled for 2:30 in the afternoon. And I logged in early, but while waiting for the meeting to start, let me just show you the video that I have scheduled for publishing on the same day, which is a swatching of the six inks from the Ferris Wheel Press Ginza Tsutaya Books collaboration. It is a book themed set, which I think goes pretty well with how my day started. The conference call was scheduled to run for an hour, but it went on for half an hour only. It was quick because the marketing team already had plans and I already had plans, and the plans both happened to merge and we can support each other. So there was no need to brainstorm for new ideas. Just there were just some dates to note down and schedules and who to contact and how to proceed moving forward. So that's it. We finished in half an hour. And then I went to Hong, still in search of the three Orion's rulers that I'm still missing. Hong is a Chinese store and Orion's is a Japanese brand, so I did suspect that they did not have it here. But I went here anyway. And of course, they didn't have any of the Orion's rulers. But they did have protractors from different brands that look like they are of nice quality. I ended up buying one protractor and a set of small triangles, which did not even cost much at all. I suppose I can use these in the meantime while waiting for the Orions, which I might have to order online. And then I went to the mall nearby in my last ditch attempt to find the rulers. I really, really want to have them. I feel a little sad that I don't. I want to put them inside the pocket that I made for my life notebook, so that way I can always have them with me. There is a national bookstore here as well, but it is smaller, and here are their selection of rulers. They had only the 12-inch one here as well, and I already bought one from the other national bookstore, so I'm not going to buy this. I also dropped by Daiso, but they had no rulers at all, like zero. Although they had some nice office supplies, but I don't need them. I really only need the Orion's rulers. So I guess I'll really just have to buy the rulers online. I have no choice. A very old friend of mine died a few days ago. He was my classmate in grade school. From first grade to sixth grade, he was my classmate. He was supposed to turn 48 in March, but he didn't make it. My last activity on Valentine's Day was to go to his wake in our hometown that is an hour away from Naga City where I live. I hope he rests in peace. Goodbye, Joseph.